These aren't ghost stories. These are documented places where people fled in terror, and some never left. Number 1. Poveglia Island, Italy. Ever heard of an island so cursed that even fishermen avoid its shores? Welcome to Poveglia Island, just off the coast of Venice. A place so dark that Italy refuses to sell it, restore it, or even speak of it. This tiny island has seen it all. Plague victims dumped in mass graves. Quarantined ships set ablaze. And in the 20th century, a psychiatric hospital where one doctor allegedly experimented on patients and later jumped from the bell tower, claiming he was driven mad by the ghosts. Today, it's abandoned, overgrown, and still said to be haunted by thousands of tortured souls. Locals call it the Island of No Return. Visitors, officially banned. But urban explorers whisper about screams echoing from empty buildings and bones still washing ashore. Number 2. Aokigahara Forest, Japan. They call it the Sea of Trees, but most know it by another name, Japan's Suicide Forest. Aokigahara sits at the base of Mount Fuji, a beautiful, dense forest that looks like it belongs in a fantasy novel. But its silence feels unnatural. No birds, no wind, even the moss swallows sound. For centuries, this forest has been shrouded in mystery. Old legends whisper of yurei, restless dead set to lure the lost deeper into the trees. And in modern times, it's become one of the world's most tragic places to die. So much so that signs now plead, your life is a precious gift, please think again. Locals warn, don't stray from the path. Even compasses fail here, spun useless by the volcanic soil. And yet, people still come, some searching for peace, others never to return. Number 3. Eastern State Penitentiary, USA. This place redefined prison and fear. Welcome to Eastern State Penitentiary, the blueprint for modern solitary confinement, and one of the most haunted places in America. Built in 1829 in Philadelphia, it was revolutionary and brutal. Prisoners went mad in total isolation. No talking, no light, just silence. Meals slipped through holes, like feeding ghosts. Even Al Capone heard moans in his cell. Guilt, or something, still there. Visitors today report whispers, shadows, screams echoing through the crumbling halls. Guards saw phantoms in cell block 12. Do you dare walk these halls?
4. Château de Brissac, France. It looks like a fairy tale, but this castle hides a murder. Welcome to Château de Brissac, the tallest castle in France, and home to one of Europe's most tragic ghosts. Back in the 15th century, Charlotte de Brézé, daughter of King Charles VII, was murdered by her husband after he caught her with a lover. Their bloody crime scene? The castle's bedchamber, but today her ghost haunts the tower. Guests hear moaning, feel icy chills, and even see a woman in green, her face rotted away, screaming silently in the dark. She's called La Dame Verte, the Green Lady. Elegant dress, hollow eyes. She wanders the halls like she's still waiting for revenge, or forgiveness. Wildest part? You can stay here overnight if you dare. 5. The Tower of London, UK. Behind these ancient stone walls lies centuries of torture, betrayal, and ghosts. Welcome to the Tower of London, the royal fortress that doubles as one of the most haunted places in Britain. Anne Boleyn was beheaded here by her own husband, Henry VIII. Now her headless spirit stalks the chapel. But she's not alone. The cries of the princes in the tower, 2 young boys were locked in the tower and never seen again, are still heard echoing from the bloody tower. And the White Lady waves, then disappears in a cloud of rose perfume. Tourists today might see glittering crown jewels, but the tower remembers every scream. Would you step inside? 6. Hoia Baciu Forest, Romania. Step into Romania's Hoia Baciu Forest and you might not step out the same. Dubbed the Bermuda Triangle of Transylvania, this forest isn't just creepy, it's legendary. Locals tell tales of people vanishing without a trace, and when they do return, they've lost all memory. What's hiding in those crooked trees? In 1968, a military technician captured a UFO hovering over the forest. And that's not the worst of it. A man once walked in with 200 sheep and, poof, gone forever. Then there's the infamous clearing, a perfect circle where nothing grows, no animals, no plants, just silence. Scientists have tested the soil. Nothing's wrong. So why is it dead? Some say it's a portal, others call it cursed. Strange lights, ghost sightings, electronics malfunctioning. Even the trees look like they're twisting away from something. So, brave enough to enter Hoya Bachu?
7. Old Changi Hospital, Singapore. Welcome to Old Changi Hospital, Singapore's most haunted building. Once a military base in the 1930s, it became a hospital during World War II. But beneath the white walls and sterile halls was something darker. The Japanese secret police used these walls for unspeakable acts. Visitors claim they've heard screams echoing through the corridors when no one else was there. A ghost child stands here, watching, waiting. Security guards refuse to patrol at night. Even ghost hunters quit mid-investigation. Today, it's abandoned, but walk these halls and tell me you don't feel them. 8. Banff Springs Hotel, Canada. Banff Springs Hotel, beautiful, luxurious, and absolutely haunted. Nestled in the Canadian Rockies, this fairy tale castle hides some very dark stories. First up, room 873. A dark legend claims a family died here. Now the room is sealed forever. The room was sealed off, but guests still report foggy handprints appear on mirrors, then vanish. Spoiler, the room number mysteriously skips from 872 to 874. Then there's the bride on the staircase. A bride fell to her death right here. Guests still see her dancing, or crying. And let's not forget the bellhop ghost. Dressed in old-school uniform, he helps guests, then vanishes before their eyes. Haunted hotel or Canadian horror movie set? You decide. Just maybe skip room 873.
9. Bangkok Fort, India. Bangkok Fort, India. Officially the most haunted place in India, and maybe even in all of Asia. Sounds like clickbait, right? Except this one is backed by law. Yep, the Indian government literally banned people from entering after sunset. It's that creepy. Legend says a sorcerer fell in love with the princess of Bangkok. When she rejected him, he cursed the entire town. And soon after, it was destroyed. Just ruins and whispers. Visitors today report a heavy presence, shadowy figures, and sudden chills. Phones die. Compasses spin. People go in, and some leave terrified, claiming they were followed. And that's why locals still say, go before sunset, or don't go at all. 10. Monte Cristo Homestead, Australia. Hidden in the quiet town of Jumi, Australia stands a house that whispers. The Monte Cristo homestead looks charming, Victorian beauty, iron lace balconies, perfect gardens. But step inside, and the air chills. Visitors report phantom footsteps, ghostly screams, and even a woman's voice whispering, "Get out." So what happened here? Well, the house was built in 1885 by the Crawley family. After the owner's sudden death, tragedy followed like a curse. A maid supposedly fell from the balcony. A stable boy burned alive. And Mrs. Crawley, after her husband's death, she never left the house again. Even in death, some say her spirit still roams the halls in black. One guest swears a ghost pushed him down the stairs. Another said he saw glowing eyes in the window, and no one was there. Some say it's haunted, others say it's cursed. One thing's for sure, you don't walk out of Monte Cristo the same way you walked in. These are not just creepy stories, they're echoes of very real pain, tragedy, and mystery. Which haunted place would you never step foot in? Comment below.